everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read the third book in the Johnny Dixon mystery series called The Spell of the Sorcerer's Skull. And of course, this is by John Belaris, or John Belair's. I don't know why I keep saying Belaris, but John Belair's is a man that's very consistent in his cautionary tales. He always returns to accountability as one of the virtues that he portrays quite a bit in the in all of the series, not just Johnny Dixon, but with Louis Barnevelt. This one really reminds me of the second Louis Barnevelt book quite a bit. The Letter, the Witch, and what is it? The Letter, the Witch, and the Ring. This one deals with a skull. Of course, at first, Johnny just thinks it's something that was carved and doesn't seem the least bit out of the ordinary. There's nothing unusual or surreal or supernatural about it, but that soon changes because Childermass actually gets a shiver when he touches it for the first time. You think, oh, that's not a normal reaction whatsoever. It's a foreboding. And it's very intriguing because this deals with objects that can be inhabited by malicious spirits, and that's a real thing. Trust me, I've dealt with it. It's not pleasant, but it's nice to see that Belair's actually, Belair's, he speaks of this and he addresses it for what it is. He doesn't sugarcoat it, even though it is a children's book. This one is rather tense because something happens to Professor Childermass and we feel for him. We don't know what has occurred, and of course we fear for Johnny too. But this is probably one of the best ones that I've read so far, and I really enjoyed it. It was very, very suspenseful, and I love the mystery hanging in the air and the eeriness of it. And as is Belair's fashion, he's very detailed, and he doesn't skimp out on detail. He doesn't really skimp out on adjectives describing everything and just how frightening it truly is, and the consequences of trying to cover up for for something. I mean, he should have fessed up a long time ago as to how he actually acquired the skull, but of course through the duration of the tale we get a reasoning as to why this is, and he admits to his wrongdoing, he confesses, and all is made right. And of course, there's a happy ending to it, even though there's still that sense of maybe we're not in the clear yet, we're not out of the woods. It's one of those kinds of endings you think, yeah, everything's hunky-dory, fine and dandy, and peachy keen, but you still have that little sense of the lingering unknown, which is that I guess that's the overall ambiance of the of the atmosphere, just of a little bit of fear that's kind of lingering a little bit, which I think is good. It's what makes the story all that more exciting and engaging, and it's nice to see him tackle topics like this because no other children's author has done this except for J.K. Rowling, and she does it in such a way that everybody can relate to it. This is more direct in its methodology, and it doesn't really dumb anything down in the realm of the spirit or supernatural. And of course Johnny's dealing with malevolent being in this case, so it would be the powers of necromancy. And I thought, oh boy, whoa, we're going down that road. This is dark for a children's book, but still, yeah, I like it for that. And I can't wait to read the rest of them, as I know that as he grows up, he's 12 in this one. So he's on that precipice of adolescence. He's not adolescent yet, but he's almost there. And of course, we have that in the background as well, him becoming a teenager. So I bet you anything, just like with Harry Potter, it's going to become more ominous over time, because books like that have a tendency to use that as a storytelling mechanism, and that makes them all the better. But this is short, and I highly recommend it if you've read the first two books. And of course, I'm going to be reading the fourth one, which is Revenge of the Wizard's Ghost. So I am going to do that review as soon as I get that read. So I shall see you around.